Notification is not popping up. Let's go double check here. Alright, what's up all my gnarly ones? It's Gator Mike in the booth again tonight for some Xfinity Series action from the North American eRacing League. As you can see, I'm hosting the lobby and getting it set up for the drivers here this evening because our normal guy, I2 Ballstick for You, is out for this evening. So it's up to me. So just be a little bit patient with me while we get this lobby set up, and we'll get into the race here shortly. But with me in the booth tonight, I got K-Bart. K-Bart, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Yourself?
I am doing lovely as I try to get this lobby set up as I'm talking at the same time. Not easy. All right, as you see there, Chicagoland 100 laps and Sharp 24 on the pole. So this is the final race in the regular season for these Xfinity boys. The playoffs start Wednesday, and I guess Ballistic hears an echo as well. So there's that. We got a little bit of echo in the booth tonight. But playoffs start Wednesday at Kentucky, so these guys are wrapping up the regular season tonight. Who's going to make it in? Is it going to be Hostium? Is it going to be LLPenn? The Ghost? Who's it going to be? We will find out here shortly. As K-Bart, you are good to join.
Okay.
If you want to send me some invites, I'll I'll go ahead and back out of this thing real quick as soon as I can. So, like I said, Ballistic's not in the field tonight, but he is in the chat. So, good evening to you, I2 Ballstick, for you. Glad you could join us here tonight. Yeah, you definitely don't need those points, bud. Got 13 drivers in the field tonight, including one of our Cup Series playoff drivers, Captain Killam. We've also got one of our Truck Series playoff two of our Truck Series playoff drivers, K Keenitz 22 and Marksman are both in the field tonight, as well as Doc Shocks, one of our other truck drivers. He's in the field tonight. So good mix of drivers. And you've got all your Xfinity favorites as normal, like Jagboy and Lights Out, and amongst others. So, K-Bart, good mix of drivers we're going to see tonight. Who you got your eye on?
Yeah, man, Sharp has been really strong lately. He starts out on front here as they turn going to 3, and Robster's getting a little bumper. But, man, I got to get my eye on him to kill him. You know, he's got the experience. I know he doesn't have much experience in his car, but he has a lot of experience on track time just overall in this game. And I really see him getting the dub here tonight.
Sharp, he's on the outside of the playoff bubble looking in, and I think by Penn starting this race, it's going to officially eliminate Sharp. But he is put on a hurting here later in the second half of the regular season trying to make his way in. As we are coming out of turn 4, lap 2, I believe. Still got to fight for the lead, Robster and Sharp, side by side. Maybe a little bit of contact heading into turn 1, but not too much. LD Allen sitting there in third. He is solidly locked into the playoff field. Something you might notice here about Chicagoland Speedway, it's a little bit different than other mile-and-a-half tracks. That backstretch is not completely straight, is it, K-Bart?
It is not. You are still turning left the whole way around this track.
Yeah, it doesn't really give you a break. I mean, if you start sleeping on it, you may just find yourself in the wall on the backstretch. And that's a pretty embarrassing thing to do. As it looks like pack racing might reign supreme tonight. These guys are still all packed up on each other. Led by Robster, you got Sharp, LD Allen, and there's Captain Killam, our Cup Series regular, in P4 in that red and black 76.
And I'll add on to the pack racing thing. I ran with them in warm-ups, and it's just like a restricted plate track. There's a lot of draft here. You get out of the draft, you're going to lose it. And you want to stay in that first pack here as Hostium gets passed by the 90 car, and they're kind of pulling away or getting left out of the draft. And that's important because he's racing for a playoff spot with LLPenn here, and he needs to find some speed here.
Oh, Sharp made his way around Robster in turn 1 and 2, and Robster, he shut the door on Allen going out the backstretch. He did not want to let another car by, protecting that second spot for all it's worth right now early on, as Captain Killam looks underneath Allen for third place. And there's one of our bubble drivers sitting there in fifth, LLPenn. As Allen washes up in the wall just a little bit, coming off of turn number 2. Penn is able to evade him, as well as Jack Boy and a host of others going underneath. Big mistake from the 8 car. Going to cost him all of his track position here early on. So how key is track position going to be here tonight, K-Bart? Is this a track you can easily pass on, or is it, oh, his lights out? Might have lagged a little bit.
Oh, Jag Boy's around. We had a wreck in the back.
All right, that was an accident. It looked a little bit like lag. So I don't know what happened there, but Jagboy did get sent around, collected Young Colt in the back. But yeah, is track position going to be key, Kyle, or is passing going to be pretty easy tonight?
Passing can be easily with the draft. Out front, you're going to be more more target on, as others can easily draft around you easily. But basically, we got to talk about the playoffs here. That's the one thing we're here is because Host and Jagboy. Host and LLPenn is the reason why there's going to be a race tonight. Is LLPenn's only 7 points up from the playoff spot, and Host, he's back there in probably about 12th.
Yep.
It looks like 11th, and LLPenn's ahead of him.
Now,
so stage points are going to matter here. So we'll see what happens here. So
now, on that thought, the Ghost 0241 was only 19 above the cutoff line. He did not make the race tonight. So, so when everything's all said and done, depending on how many points Penn can collect, depending on how many points Host can collect, the Ghost might be on the outside looking in by the end of this thing. So that would be a huge development.
He will get his 15 points, though, right? Correct?
We will discuss that later.
Oh, okay. Moving on.
He did not respond for today's race. So, Host is going to be really close to making it in over the Ghost there. So,
okay.
Ooh, is the 20 cars up in the wall? That was Doc Shocks. He's going to get it collected back and head back straight. He's an Illinois boy. Looking to, I think Jag might have just lagged really bad. And yeah, he's definitely lagging really bad. But Doc Shocks is an Illinois boy looking to get called up for tonight's race because this is a home track. So we happily obliged in letting him run the Xfinity race tonight, as Jagboy is lagging terribly.
It's so bad. That's cool. Yeah, that's cool to see that.
Go ahead.
It's cool to see Doc Shock running his home track here. I always like to run my home track more than outside my Cup Series. You know, you saw me run the Xfinity Series and Truck Series at Iowa. They had great luck, but I just love running around that track. And everyone always has their, warm little heart around their own track, and they feel like they can win it, and they have more. I don't know. They think they can get it. So.
On my thought, Jaglag used to be an inside joke here in the league due to some of his results from last season. But for the most part this season, that lag has not been around. So Jaglag has returned here tonight, and we're happy to see it. That way we can make fun of him.
Hopefully he can figure something out before Wednesday's race, when the playoffs start, because he's easily in it right now, and he's actually leading that thing. So that'd be kind of bad if he starts having internet issues.
Well, at least we can make fun of Jagboy for one night.
Oh, yeah.
As we've got quite the battle here for fourth on back. You got K. Keenitz 22, LLPenn, lights out, LD Allen, Marksman's up in there. The 3 leaders have pulled away, and the rest of the pack is back here fighting hard. Oh, a little bit of a nudge. Big wreck.
A big wreck, yep. Host is down there.
Looks like Dalton got underneath the 2 car.
No caution.
Wow. Looks like
704.
Looked like Dalton had got underneath of that 2 car and forced a 3 wide situation that was not ideal, and the caution does come out finally.
Yep, good. We're coming down to about probably about 3 or 4 laps after this caution here, telling the stage here, Gator.
Yeah, not a good move by Dalton, it appeared. How many laps we got left in the go?
About 3 to 4 after this caution.
Oh my goodness, we are going to have a sprint to the finish here after this caution is resolved. Stage points and a playoff point are on the line here at the end of stage number 1. But currently the top 3 cars are not inside the playoffs, so any playoff points might not matter to them right now. As Robster leads them to green. Sharp on his outside. Captain Killam on the inside going into turn 1. Looks like he's going to clear Sharp coming off of 2. So the 76 of Captain Killam, the Cup Series regular, up to 2nd place.
Yep.
Looking to steal stage 1 from these Xfinity regulars.
Yeah, it'll be 3 to go when they hit the start-finish line here.
Oh, Robster washes up. Killam's going to look underneath. Battle for the lead, side by side. Killam with a push from Sharp down the front straightaway. Killam's going to clear and take the lead. Killam is a heavy favorite coming into this race. Very experienced driver. 4-time winner this season in the Cup Series. Looking strong here early on. LD Allen hit the wall coming off of turn 4, caused some contact in the back of the field. Captain Killam 2 to go, stage 1.
Sharp's going to try to put a nose under that in 1, but Killam's going to have the advantage coming at it too, because he got that great arc coming out of going into 1 there. Killam's kind of blocking below, trying to break his draft here, guys, by coming down to 3.
Trying to break the draft. Killam kind of misses the mark in turns 3 and 4. Ran a 1 lane higher than what is ideal. Allow Sharp to close back in just a little bit. 1 to go here in stage number 1. What will Sharp do? Will he give Killam the bumper? Sharp is no slouch himself. He just won the most recent Cup Series race at Watkins Glen for his first ever North American eRacing League Cup Series victory.
Doesn't look like he's going to get it. Looks like Killam's got it from here.
Yeah, he's not going to have enough as Killam comes out of turn 4. Captain Killam going to take stage number 1. Sharp comes home P2. Robster P3. Hostium Hose worked his way up to P4. Big for him. He's on that playoff bubble, so that's 2 extra points, and looks like Dalton rounded out the top 5.
Penn, he got P6, so that's going to help Hose there, just to kind of reel in Penn. But as you said, the Ghost did not make it tonight, so we will see what happens there. But if I was Penn, I'd be trying to stay in front of the Host as much as possible here tonight.
So that is 2 more valuable points in Hostium Hose's bag. That will dwindle the gap from 7 points down to 5. Also, the Ghost is not in the field tonight, so that's also 2 more points on Ghost as well. So Hostium is looking really good right now after stage number 1 in terms of making the playoffs. LLPenn, pretty good shot at making the playoffs as well. The Ghost is not looking so hot as we start stage number 2. Go back here on board our points leader, Jag Boy. He's already wrapped up the regular season title. Oh, as Dalton goes around. The 9 car goes around in front of the field, hit the apron, and a quick caution comes back out.
Yep.
As I was saying, Jag Boy has wrapped up the regular season championship, and that earns him 15 extra playoff points for that.
That caution looks like a Jag Boy kind of lagged boy himself going into 1 and 2 there. So, reason why Dolan went around. So.
I was on board Jag Boy, and he looked pretty fine to me. But then again, this is a broadcast stream and not a personal stream, so things could be a little bit different. Jag Boy still trying to figure out how to get his internet worked up to where it won't have that happen. Maybe he's got some extra people on it tonight. As we restart stage number 2, Captain Killam Robster in the front row, followed by Sharp and Hostium in row 2. On board with the 5-car Sharp. As with most tracks, it looks like the inside lane is going to be the preferred lane on restarts. Sharp's going to clear Robster, take 2nd place. Hostium with a peak, and don't look now, but Doc Shocks in the 20 cars up to 5th.
Wow.
Hometown boy. Driving that number 20 Toyota. First time we've seen that number 20 Toyota on the track this season.
Sharp's looking a little below Calum, but for first, going into 1 here.
Yep.
So kind of push up a little bit.
Yep, Sharp does take the top spot away from Killam, but he allows Killam to have the high lane coming out of 2. He didn't squeeze him. That's going to allow Killam to fight back on the high lane, but not going to be enough.
A little contact between Robster and Killam there as they head into 3.
Robster's looking under Killam. Here comes Host. Here comes Doc Shocks. Got a whole line of cars looking underneath that 76.
Yep. Killam's a little SOL right now as that bottom line is...
Oh, his Host washes up. Host washes up, puts Killam in the wall. Doc Shocks splits the 2.
Teammate right there? Wow.
That is his teammate.
Yeah. Host is probably not giving any care right now as he's trying to make this playoffs, but yeah. Probably a little bit of sorry later, but right now I bet he's just not caring as he's putting a 3rd place car, trying to get up there in 1st, try to get playoff points, try to get some stage points, try to make his way into the playoffs.
Yeah, Captain Killam is for here one thing and one thing only, and that is to win. Points do not matter to him. And I think, as we got some contact in the back, LD Allen, Marksman, and Young Colt. But I think Host knows that Killam's just here for a win and not for points, so he's going to drive him a little bit more aggressively. Sharp still your leader, followed by Robster and Hose, who's dropped off just a little bit, as the top 2 have been able to separate themselves. Here in stage number 2 of the North American eRacing League's Xfinity Series at Chicagoland, the Camping World 150. Pretty fun track to race on. You can make the high lane work a little bit once you're up to speed.
Yeah, it's not bad. Let's see if we can get the Cup cars up there tomorrow, make a little bit better battle with the more horsepower, but Xfinity cars, they do have some horsepower, and they can get some runs off it too. Had a little fun with Killam and myself and the warm-ups as he goes 3 wide here on the backstretch.
Hostium Hose up to 2nd. Made a power move around the outside of Robster. That 98 car is strong early on. Kay Keenitz draws right up to the back bumper of Robster here down the front stretch. He's looking for his first... Yeah, he's looking for his first career Xfinity Series win here in the North American eRacing League.
As I have so that's cool. Still there?
Yes, Kay Keenitz, a Cup Series winner from last season. Won Talladega, playoff driver, dropped down in the Truck Series for this season. He has made the playoffs in the Truck Series. Still looking for the elusive first win in the trucks, though. Here he is, looking at Robster and playoff bubble driver Hostium Hose fight side by side for 2nd place. Robster's going to grab that spot back as Sharp is gone with all this fighting for second place.
Yeah, that clean air is probably helping them as they battle for that second place. Battling side by side, you're going to be a little bit slower, a little bit more drag, and clean air by yourself, you're going to be a lot faster than that group there.
Yeah, back here a little bit further back, we've got Dalton and Killam fighting for 5th place. Penn, Jag, LD Allen, Doc Shock's back here for 7th. Young Colt at the tail end of this group. Marksman back here, and Lights Out bringing up the rear right now. And the number 2 Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing and Pure Motorsports. Right now, the best battle on the track is for second place. Robster and Hostium have been going back and forth here for a few laps now. As Host gets a good run coming down the back straight, she's going to get a bumper to the outside. Not going to be able to pull it off this time.
I wonder if they're just trying to work together, try to get Sharp up here, Robster, Host. They come to 5 to go in this stage.
That is possible, as we are 5 to go here in stage number 2. The stages are going quickly here tonight. It's a 100-lap event. Host team looking to gain that 1 extra spot. That's 1 more point in his bucket. He already gained 2 points by virtue of his stage 1 finish. He's going to look underneath Robster. Right now he's got 3 points, but he's looking to get 4 here in stage number 2. Looks underneath the 89 car.
Looks like they are catching that leader right now, but Coast wants to fight for it. That leader might have it for the end of the stage.
Indeed, as Sharp is loving seeing these guys fight behind him as they have closed in just a little bit, it appears. Sharp's car looks really loose, especially off of turn number 2. Driver of that 5 car from Louisiana is riding a wave of momentum recently. Recently won an Xfinity Series event, then he won a Cup Series race, and now he's leading here at Chicagoland. The wonders of what momentum can do for you. Driver of the 5 feeling like Superman right now. All the confidence in the world as Hostium looks to the outside of Robster yet again. A little bit of a
over there.
Yeah, a little over-under action.
Yeah.
This is 2 to go.
White flag.
White flag here in stage number 2. Robster hits the wall just a little bit going into turn 1. Doesn't lose too much speed over it. Here's to stage number 2, as I might be experiencing a little bit of server lag here. Host blocks down the backstretch.
I would be doing the same thing. Oh, looks like Robster's going to go a run off of 4 here. Looks under Host for 2nd place.
Host is going to keep it
here. Yep.
So Sharp takes stage 2. Host P2. Robster P3. Kay Keenitz P4. And Captain Killam comes home in 5th. So that is 6 total playoff points for Host tonight. That drops his gap between him and Penn to 1 singular point.
Wow. Wow, wow, wow.
1 singular point now between the 98 and the 4 car on that playoff bubble, but don't forget, Ghost did not make this show tonight, so he might be a factor here as well, as both of these guys still have a chance to race their way in.
Yeah, I just don't understand how you can get 30 seconds, get on just where you're like, I'm not going to be there, and you get 15 points, and that would easily made him in the playoffs. But I'm not him, and hopefully that's not going to make it an easy ride for Penn or Host. But you know, after working in the last 3 months trying to get in that. But as we start for stage 3 here.
Restart on stage 3. Sharp leads them back to green with a 98 of Host to the outside. Doesn't look like too many changes on the pit stops here. Everybody stayed true to form. Lines up right where they finished stage 2. As Killam hits the apron a little bit, washes up the track, loses momentum. Keenitz gets put in the wall. The 90 car's
for Keenitz. He was riding up in the top 5 there. As Jagboy goes around in the back, all by himself. Another car does. Oh, it looks like Doc Jock.
As we had some trouble in the back of the field, Jagboy, the points leader, has gone around. Jagboy not having a good night here tonight.
Well, so tonight did not have a good night here, Gator, for him.
This race, he's not going to lose anything by having a bad night here tonight. As Host even Robster are side by side yet again for second place. These guys just can't seem to get away from each other. Captain Killam, Dalton, and LD Allen lining them up here in 4th, 5th, and 6th. Young Colt back here in 7th. The 19 cars moved up through the field pretty nicely here in stage number 3. As Penn looks underneath the 19.
This will be halfway here. Halfway.
Lap 50 here tonight as looks like Robster and Sharp might have made a little bit of contact for the lead. Looks like Robster took a trip through the grass there in turn 1. Keeps it straight. Good save on the 89 car's part. But that bottles up the front pack yet again. Looks like the restart all over again.
Just want to give you a little points update here. Looks like Host is in 4th and LLPenn's in 7th. So Host will be up by 2 points over.
Oh, as Captain Killam gets a nudge from the 98 car, who I believe got a nudge from the 8 going into turn 1. Guy's driving really hard right now. Battle for the lead. 89 car looks underneath the 5.
Coming out, get the run off of here 4.
Yep, coming out of turn 4, side by side of the line. I think Robster just barely led that lap.
Oh, they made a little contact going into 1. Robster dives in aggressively going into turn 1 there as Sharp makes a little run coming off of 2 here. Might just easily give him right behind. Yep,
a block from the 89.
Definitely blocking way down there. I think it's a little too early to block here. Still, like I said, we just passed halfway here, and I believe these guys are going to have to pit one more time.
Robster is looking for his first career victory here in the NARL, so he is going to drive just a little bit aggressive. He is hungry for that first win. He has been close so many times as the 98 dives it into turn number 1. Passes Sharp. So Hostium Hose up to second place.
Coach Sharp's going to dive under here. He's going into 3. Yep. Might be a little. Hopefully, he doesn't get a little too aggressive here. He does not. Host does fall back as Killam is following with Sharp going into turn 4 as they make a little contact. And Sharp's battling for the lead against Robster on the outside here.
As Robster is running that extreme low line, defending his first position. Sharp washes up the track a little bit, and don't look now, here comes that red and black 76 of Captain Killam.
Yeah, we all knew deep side ourselves that Killam was going to be up here at some point here in stage 3. He, like I said, he's had experience.
Ooh, Sharp with a very aggressive move. He goes underneath 2 cars in 3 and 4.
Yeah, it looks like Killam and Robster had a little contact there, threw him up a little bit, and Sharp had a nice run coming out of 3 and 4.
Oh, here comes the 9 car of Dalton up into P3. Dalton's looking for his first career North American.
In the wall behind there as he falls behind Penn.
Oh, as Captain Killam's in the wall yet again. These Xfinity guys were showing him no love tonight. Dalton hits the apron. 3 and 4 washes up the track. LLPenn out of nowhere up to P3.
That's really big for him.
Dalton and Allen looking for their first career wins. Allen with the most top 8s here this season in the Xfinity Series. Very consistent driver, just has not found victory lane. Gives Penn a little bit of a bump. Says, get out of my way. So that is good for Penn here on the playoff bubble, with Host falling all the way back. But Host has worked his way back up to 6. So Penn right now is up by 3 points over Host.
Oh, Killen got in the wall there.
We said don't know where the ghost is falling in all of this. As the night has gone from bad to worse for Captain Killen as he hits the wall towards the back of this pack.
Yeah, battle for the lead here again. Roger looks under Sharp coming out of 4. He will lead this lap. Looks like he will clear him.
As the leaders are going back and forth. Sharp and Robster looks like they got 2 of the fastest cars here tonight, as well as Captain Killen if he can stay clean. He's got a fast piece himself. But Allen is also catching these leaders. And number 8 for Junior Motorsports. Sharp is all over the back bumper of that 89 car.
Yeah, that was Sharp. I would just be riding right now. There's still a lot of time left. I believe they have to pit again. We have still got about 41 laps left in this race. Tire wear is pretty key here, so if we have to pit here, I wouldn't want to be the first one to come down pit road.
Did they have to pit once or twice, Kmart?
Once.
Just once here in stage number 3. So yeah, we should be closing in on pit stops here in the next 10 or so laps. Haven't seen green flag pit stops yet tonight. They didn't have to do that in either of the stages. But everybody knows I love green flag stops. They get me super excited. The 9
back up in P3 right there.
Yeah, the 9 and the 98 making a little bit of contact. Here comes the 19 of young Colt. One of his better runs that we've seen from him this season. The 19 car has made every single race so far. You can always count on him being at the track. However, he only has 1 top 5 so far this season, so he's looking to get number 2 here tonight. 19 car solidly here in the top 7 or 8. As we cycle back up to the lead.
These guys are really starting to spread out a little bit. It's top 3 starting to keep with each other, but 4th and 5th place are battling right now as they kind of, the first pack here kind of pulls away from them.
Yep. Penn and Dalton side by side. As Sharp might have gave a little bumper to the 89 car there in 1 and 2.
Oh, he hits the wall.
Tiny mistake from the 5. I found out that backstretch is curved and not straight.
It is curved.
So no rest here at Chicagoland for the fingers or the hands if you're on a wheel. Gotta keep that thing cranked to the left just a little bit. As the 5 is staying right in the draft of that 89 car of Robster 17.
Looks like he's just kind of riding right now. Kind of knows it would be just a back and forth battle between those. As we said in the first stage, draft is a key here, so might as well just try to ride around it, try to make the last pass for this race, as he knows everyone's going to have to pit still, so.
Yeah, top 3 have escaped from the rest of the field. Stretched a pretty big gap, I'd say 2.5 seconds over 4th.
Yeah, at least a half straightaway.
as Allen is hanging on to the top two. Might even be closing in just a little bit. Robster arcs it into turn number 1. A little bit different line that time from the 89. The 5 did not force it in there or take advantage of that, as the 89 gets super loose coming off of turn 2. Almost loses it. Was able to correct it. Sharp's going to look high, but the 89 is going to be able to keep the lead. Yep. So the 5 of Sharp being very patient right now with the 89. Is that something that you'll see here, K-Bart? Is the cars getting loose off of turn 2? I mean, I know it happens at some other tracks, but I didn't think it was too prominent here tonight at Chicago.
Yeah, I guess with the tire wear, you'll get a little bit of loose off of 2 a little bit.
89 washes up. Got to fight for the lead.
But it shouldn't be too prominent. Not at some other tracks.
Battle for the lead here as they are still side by side. Sharp is underneath of Robster. Here is turn 1 and 2.
A little bit. Looks like Sharp should clear him.
Robster does push up. That opens the door or allows LD Allen to get underneath of him as well. And he's going to clear the 89 car going into turn 3. So move the 8 up to second place. Robster goes from first to third in 1 lap. Move back here through the field. It looks like LLPenn is behind Hosty and Hose right now, so that's 1 more spot. They should be tied in points unofficially as they run.
Who has the tiebreaker?
Well, I'll have to look that up. I know they both have wins, which is the first tiebreaker.
Second tiebreaker is stages, correct?
Stage wins would be second tiebreaker, which neither of them have. Stage points would be third tiebreaker, and that goes to LLPenn. So LLPenn does hold the tiebreaker over Hostium, if that were to happen.
Are their stage points pretty far apart?
Yes, it was 14-3 coming into the night. So
okay.
Penn would still have that.
Because he had 4 and 2, so okay.
It'd be 14-9, so Penn's going to have that tiebreaker still.
Okay.
As he drops back, though, Young Colt gets around him. Penn's holding up a whole line of cars right here. Captain Killam's behind him. Looks like Lights Out's behind him.
Looks like you see pit stops here in about 2 or 3 laps here, Gator.
And the 98 dropped behind them. So something happened to Host as I was yapping. As pit stops have started, we've already got 1 down pit lane, it appeared. The 19 of Young Colt, first to make a pit stop.
Here we go.
Sharp, one of your leaders coming in. Dalton coming in the 9 car. More pit stops. Oh, we got some more in the back. Who else has come down? Captain Killam down pit road. Hostium down pit lane. LLPenn stays out on track for another lap. See if he comes this time, knowing that Hostium has hit pit lane. Will the 4 car come this time? I think he would lose too much time to stay out. And he does. He follows Robster in, LD Allen's in, Jagboy, Penn. Looks like the rest of the lead lap cars are making their pit stops now. As Dalton comes out. Well behind the 5 car Sharp. Keenitz is in. Yeah, the whole field is in. Doc Shocks, Marksman. Everybody making their pit stops now. K-Bart, they are good to go to the end from here, correct?
Yes, they are. It's really close. It's right on the dot. They got about 27, 28 laps. But, it's one of those races, but they can make it.
We might still see some drama yet here in this Xfinity Series race, as these guys may or may not make it to the end. It's going to be close, according to Kyle. Who can save their stuff the best? It looks like it's going to be the name of the game. As the 8th car of LD Allen had a really slow pit stop, he might have had a speeding penalty, because he has fallen all the way back here with Dalton and Marksman. Or just a really bad pit stop. Anyway, Sharp has got a big lead. I don't even know where Robster's at. Robster's on the back. Oh, Robster's behind all these guys, so something happened with the 89 car in that cycle of stops as well. So now Sharp's in cruise mode.
As I'm watching Keenan's stream, about 20, they're coming, they passed for 24 to go, and they got about 25, 26 laps of fuel, so they should be okay.
On fuel, but can the tires make it?
If he made that, the tires should make it. The tires had about 15 to 20%.
Oh, something happened to the 2 car on the backstretch.
Oh, really?
Something happened with lights out here on the backstretch. One of your playoff drivers in trouble here. Lights out, going awfully slow around this track. Something happened with it too on the backstretch. Not sure what. It looks like he just pulled over and stopped.
Looks like he's back going now, Gator.
Yeah, car appears to be in good shape, so I don't know what happened with that too. As I don't know if Doc Shocks is a lap down or if he's up in second place. But he is currently second in track position right now. Yay for that live ticker.
Yeah, I was gonna love it. Shout out 704.
Heat 5, please.
Yep.
We've been begging for it. Give us a live ticker.
Hey, they're a small team.
LD Allen's right there behind the 20 of Doc Shocks. Closing in on the 20 car. Looks like Hostium and LLPenn are in the same group here. They are. LLPenn 2 spots ahead of that 98 as he looks underneath of the 19. Give LLPenn another point. It's the 90 of Keenan. May have door checked the 19. Just a tad in turn 4 as he closes right up on the bumper pin. These guys are teammates. As Hostium looks around the outside, that 98 car has been sharp on the outside here tonight. He has appeared to be one of the only cars to make that line work. As Keenitz is now just, looks like he's content on pushing the 4 around the track. LD Allen has gotten around Doc Shocks. Don't know if that was from position or not, but LD Allen will be up in second place now. Dalton next to try to find his way around Doc. Really good run tonight for the Nationwide Children's Hospital's 9 car.
Doc is not. He must be a lap down.
All right, Doc is not for position then. 20 car looking to get a free pass with a caution.
So we'll go Sharp, LD Allen, Dalton, Robster, and Captain Killen for top 5 right now.
All right. 4 Chevys lead this field, followed by the Ford of Captain Killen in 5th place. You see him lurking back there, and I would assume Georgia Bulldog inspired theme. because go Gators.
Oh, do you have a little frog in your throat there, Gator?
Yeah, just a little one. Must have been bros.
So young Colt's coming out of pit road here. Don't know what happened to him.
These guys.
Unscheduled pit stop?
Yeah, I don't know. They may or may not have to make another pit stop here. Colt could be playing some kind of strategy. He may know that he couldn't make it, so he pits early. It's a bold strategy. As Sharp is still maintaining about a half a straightaway lead over Allen. Allen has stretched a gap over the 9 car of Dalton here in 3rd place. Good run for Dalton tonight. Robster looking to make his way around the lap car of Doc Shock. He's running some pretty good laps, competitive with these front runners. Just a little bit of unfortune or misfortune here for Doc. Put him a lap down tonight. Washes up. That's going to give an advantage to Robster to look underneath going into turn 3. He's going to be able to clear the lapped car of Doc. So the top 4 are still Sharp, LD, Allen, and we're watching the fight for 3rd, Dalton and Robster. As Captain Killam makes his way around Doc, so the top 5 are clear of lapped vehicles. Host team has gotten around LLPenn and K. Keenitz at some point.
So we're coming to 14 to go here.
So these guys right here should be tied on points as they run. Don't know where the Ghost falls in all of this still. But this could be the fight for the playoffs. As Penn owns the tiebreaker over Hostium.
What place is Penn in right now?
I would assume this is about a battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th here between Hostium, Penn, and Keenitz. Somewhere in that range. We go back here. Here's the Klondike Chevrolet of Marksman Jr. 7123. Making his 2nd Xfinity start this season. Another Illinois boy wanted to race his home track tonight. Good looking Klondike car. He's riding right behind Lights Out, one of our Xfinity Series playoff drivers from last season and Final Four contender. Lights Out. So he will begin his quest for the Final Four starting Wednesday, as he is already locked into the playoffs.
With Host getting that stage points in Penn, if he finishes around this area, like he'll get around 34, 33 points if he gets about 7th, 8th spot. There's not that many cars in this field tonight. What do we got, about 12, 13 of them?
13.
Okay, so less you can get is 30 points. So everyone would be in if, or LLPenn and Host will be in if Ghost does not get any points.
All right, so there you hear it. Looks like LLPenn and Host, you might both end up being safe after this race. As Host Team Hodes leads this train of 3, followed by LLPenn and K. Keenitz around the track. It's like they're just kind of content on riding right now. I don't see them fighting too much. Sharp out here for a Sunday evening cruise. There he is in the 5 car. Lewis, Ghost was only 19 above the cutoff line going into tonight's race. That's how he is involved in the points battle. As barring any sort of a caution. Looks like Sharp's going to cruise to his third Xfinity win this season, followed by LD Allen and Robster here. As we are around 10 to go.
Yep.
Here in the North American eRacing League's Xfinity Series Camping World 150 at Chicagoland Speedway. As Robster appears to be lagging just a little bit. That battle for third is starting to close up. Here's Captain Killam, who's found his way around Dalton as well. He's up to fourth place. Closing in on that 76.
I believe we were 6 to go this time back.
Closing in on that 89 with his 76 car, but he makes a mistake coming out of turn 4. That's going to cost him all the time he just gained. Will these guys have to pit again? Did they save enough stuff to make it to the end? We're about to find out. Will any sort of a caution come out and bunch this field back together to create a wild restart?
That would make it very interesting.
That's what happened in the Truck Series here, and it definitely made things interesting. We saw one of the most dramatic moments in NARL history in the Truck Series regular season finale. On that late restart, as Killam is closed back in on Dalton. Going to look underneath of the 9 car and make his way around back into fourth place, but Dalton's going to try the over. No, he thought about it. Thinks again. As Penn has just made his way around Hostium. That would put Penn 1 point ahead. Battle's heating up for second place. Robster has closed right in on the 8 car of LD Allen. Still lagging. How many laps to go do we have here, Kyle?
It's like 3 to go.
3 to go. Sharp. Looks like he's hitting all of his marks, running nice and smooth. Robster all the way down to the... Oh my gosh, we had some contact.
Oh, man, I thought he was going around.
Oh, my God, LD Allen threw a huge block. Robster went all the way down onto the apron to try to pass the 8 car going down the backstretch. Almost a disaster there for Robster. Very aggressive move. And Allen said, no, no, no.
I'm just saying, if the caution does come out, it's going to be a bummer because I think everyone's going to have to come down and get at least fuel.
Yeah, we've got a lap and a half here left, so caution's going to have to come out here rather quickly if that's going to happen. Sharp, you see way up there off in the distance, rounds turn 4, comes down, he's going to take the white flag. The battle here is for second place. We've got 4 cars within striking distance of LD Allen in case he makes any sort of mistake here on this final lap. As we're going to cycle back up to the leader here. Watch him rounds turn 3 and 4 for the final time here tonight. Sharp 24 with all of the momentum on his side. He's going to...
I think Sharp's out.
Oh my God!
Sharp's out.
Oh my God!
Oh my God!
Oh, I think Allen got him!
Allen got it!
Oh my God! Oh my God!
Yep.
The Chicago
Allen got it by
the Chicago drama
1.5,
strikes
2
again.
pounds. Oh my gosh!
Sharp had it in the bag.
No way!
Oh my God! At the line. At the line, LD Allen with a Lieutenant Dangle sort of miracle.
Wow, that was a finish.
Just picked up his first career North American eRacing League victory here tonight as Sharp runs out of fuel coming to the line.
Wow. Anything can happen in these races, Gator. Anything.
Chicagoland gives us another miracle 2 times in a row.
Uh-oh. What do
Straight
you think's
up,
gonna happen tomorrow then?
straight up insanity. I cannot believe that just happened.
That was great. As he comes into the party.
As we are now joined by our winner, his first career win in the Xfinity Series, LD Allen with a Chicago Miracle here tonight. But how are you feeling after that?
I'm feeling pretty good. I feel pretty bad for Sharp though. I'm not gonna lie, because he really needed that to get. He still might not make the playoffs, but he really needed that win. But I'm happy I got it.
Oh my goodness! I mean, it looked like you were just settled in there to second place, but some misfortune to Sharp coming out of turn 4 worked in your favor. Especially with the playoffs looming next race up, that gives you an extra 5 playoff points by virtue of that win. So congratulations here tonight. Woo! I'm still catching my breath after that one.
Yeah, same here, man.
So joining me in the booth tonight, I've got K-Bart. K-Bart, what kind of a question do you have for our upset winner, I guess you could say, here tonight?
Oh, well, man, congratulations on your first win in the Xfinity Series here. Little talk right now in the Discord chat of Robster. Anything about a dirty move? Are you guys going to be okay after this race? Or what happened there? We must have missed it.
With like 2 or 3 to go, I blocked him pretty hard, way down on the apron, because the whole time I knew Sharp, we were in a party, so I knew he was close on fuel. So I knew if he ran out, that was going to be for the win. So I had to block him because that was for the win. So
yeah,
but yeah, he pushed me out of the way a few times. I pushed him out of the way a few times. I think we're all fair. So.
Definitely an aggressive move on Robster's part, going all the way to the apron on the backstretch, but also an aggressive block for LD Allen, knowing that it was possibly for the victory with Sharp close on fuel. So, Alan, what kind of momentum does this give you heading into Wednesday night's race at Kentucky and the beginning of the Xfinity Series playoffs?
Well, I feel like I started off the season really well, and then the last like 5 or 6 races, I've just been there, but been shuffled out on like the last restart and just haven't really got the finish that I deserved. So, even with the second tonight, I would have felt pretty good going into the playoffs, but win's much better.
All right, well, there you hear it. First career win from LD Allen here in the North American eRacing League. Before we let you go, man, is there anybody you want to shout out for your first win?
Yeah, I like to shout out my teammates, Lights and Dalton and OG, even though he hasn't been here the last few races. I really want to shout out Sharp, though. He's helped me quite a bit, improving, especially the last few weeks. I still hope he makes the playoffs. I'm not sure if he's going to make it, but yeah, he's had a heck of a comeback.
All right, well, there we are. LD Allen, 97, your winner here in shocking fashion tonight at Chicagoland. Congratulations, man. Go celebrate your victory.
Thank you, will do.
All right, K-Bars, if you want to get our runner-up in here for
I did send him one. He has not accepted it yet.
All right, we might not get an interview from a runner-up here tonight. We'll wait just another minute. But just in case, let's see who finished P3.
There we go.
Oh, no, there he is. Sharp 24. You did everything in your power to win tonight. You won the pole, you got the stages, and you came within about 50 feet of winning this thing. What a crushing blow. How are you feeling after that runner-up finish tonight?
Just gave it everything I had. I mean, that's all I could do. I mean, car was perfect. I mean, I couldn't have asked for better, and was saving. I saw the fuel was just burning off and was just saving like crazy. I was probably 40% throttle the last 10 laps, and that last lap, it was go time. I mean, I knew I had the gap, but it was either I was going to run out going full speed or I was going to run out going 50%. So I just threw it, and I'm like, man, that was. But I mean, I can't say the car was great, so I knew I had a winning car, so I can feel a little bit better about that, I guess.
Yeah, man, it happens to everybody. I mean, we've seen it here before where gas has played a fuel coming to the finish line, so it's nothing new. But you had the dominant car tonight. Your momentum has been just crazy lately. Winning Xfinity race recently, winning the Cup race on Thursday night. So don't hang your head too low. Still got the rest of the season to go to pick up some more wins. But runner-up tonight got to sting just a little bit.
Yeah, it's just so close. It's right there, and going in, just with all the different factors during the season, hot spot not being set up, missing, I don't know, 8 or 9 races or so, and coming into the night, knew it needed to be picture perfect, and, second in the first stage, first in the second stage, and then pulling away after that pit stop. I felt I played the strategy right, getting that extra lap. That way no one would be able to draft off of me, and I was good on the fuel until about the last 15 laps, and then it started getting close, and that's when I started backing down. It does burn, but like I said, it's a fantastic car. So I mean, there's plenty of season left to go, regardless of playoffs or not. And man, it's been a good one.
Yeah, nothing to hang your hat about. You might just be the most improved driver this season, from start to finish. So nothing to hang your hat over. You still got the rest of the season to go to make some more improvements and show us what you got. But here in the booth with me, I've got K-Bart. K-Bart, what kind of a question do you have for a runner-up tonight?
Well, like what Gator Mike said, just don't put your head down. You had a good run. It was another field knowledge race. Unfortunately, it cost you the win. Don't know if you're on a controller wheel or not, but I bet you're trying to save as much as you can there. What do you look into to help you with the rest of the season, to help you with this next season and maybe contend for a championship?
Just looking back on the season, it's a major improvement from season one. I started off 3 Xfinity races, was up front almost every single race. Got moved up to Cup, and unfortunately that didn't go as well as I would have liked it to have gone. Definitely wrong presets all season long, just too aggressive, and a lot of the guys have been running public lobbies with me, and I've slowly but surely been making adjustments as I go. And I feel it's really improved my racing, just kind of taking a step back, making those race moves and trying to make a better setup for a pass instead of rushing something or moving somebody out of the way unintentionally. And I really feel my racing has made great strides, and I think it's shown this season, being able to get 2 wins in Xfinity Series, having a awesome race at Watkins Glen. That was, highlight of the season so far, obviously, and just take those notes. And I may not be part of the championship for this season, but I'm still part of a great series. I can take that and try to build some momentum for next season.
Absolutely. As sharp is now the time of the night. If you want to shout anybody out, the floor is yours, my friend.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna go ahead and shout out my boys, LD Allen, Dalton, Lights Out, all the guys that are with me in the chat party each and every week. They've been running fantastic, showing a lot of speed, and all those guys are going to be racing for a championship here soon, so I got to wish them the best of luck. K-Bart, Gator Mike, as always, shout out to you for having me in the league. It's always been a blast running with you guys, and, hope for it to continue going.
All right, Sharp, my friend. Well, we know you're from Louisiana, so stay safe tonight with that tropical storm in the area. And hate to see you come up 1 spot short tonight, but still a great run out of that five car tonight, and good luck the rest of the way.
I appreciate it, guys. Fantastic run, LD Allen, and, man, awesome race, man. Happy for you.
All right, well, there you have it. Your runner-up tonight, Sharp 24 in the number 5 Chevrolet. He is looking to rebound from his second-place finish tonight after dominating the race, and head to Kentucky next week as the start of the playoffs begin for the Xfinity Series on Wednesday night. So if you want to see the Xfinity guys back in action, that's when you're going to be able to tune in. But before then, the Cup Series heads to Chicago tomorrow night, 8:45 p.m. Eastern Time on YouTube, this channel right here. Will we see a third straight miracle from this track, K-Bart? Or is it going to be pretty tame?
Oh, man, hopefully it's not a too aggressive miracle, or we have to get something down. But I believe in my Cup Series, and I think it's going to be a great race tomorrow. But hey, I love Chicagoland, and Hopefully I have a great car that rolls off the hauler tomorrow night and contend for a top 5 at least. I haven't had the best season. I haven't had really good seasons until since probably Heat 3. I just need to put my head high, finish up the season high, and go into Heat 5 and more. I always look at you, Gator Mike. You've raced 2,800 public lobbies. I saw that the other night. I'm like, I've only raced 550, so that's my issue right there. So,
put in a lot of time.
And put more time in a Heat 5. I want to contend up there with you guys, and hopefully we're gonna have a fun time tomorrow night. We always do in the Cup Series, and hopefully everyone can tune in and enjoy.
All right, as your top 5 finishers here tonight before we sign off is going to be LD Allen picking up his first win, followed by Sharp 24, Robster 17 in third. Dalton picks up 4th place, and LLPenn is going to round out your top 5. And also LLPenn and Hostium Hose are both, looks like, unofficially in the playoffs, with the Ghost 0241 falling out. So for everybody who's tuned in here tonight, we hope you enjoyed the action. It was crazy. Insane finish yet again here at Chicago. So make sure to tune in tomorrow night. For K-Bart, my name is Gator Mike, and as always, to all my gnarly ones out there, I'll catch you next time.